Extreme Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres from hip-hop to old-school R&B. Extreme Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Extreme Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres from hip-hop to old-school R&B. Extreme Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Stream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Stream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres from hip-hop to old-school R&B. Stream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres from hip-hop to old-school R&B. eStream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's. Chicken fingers, cane sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The off...
Welcome into the 2026 MLK Classic live on eStream Sports. We are here at Lanier High School on the corner of 833 Maple Street and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Jackson. And our first game of the slate today is the Forest Hill Patriots taking on the Morton Panthers. I'm Henry Weiner. I'm joined by Frederick Stewart. We appreciate you joining us on eStream tonight. This game's getting a little bit of a late start tonight. The previous game, Thomas Edwards, Callaway, went into overtime. So this has been, Fred, a week of great games, and we expect to have some more great games on the schedule today.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we had on Friday, sorry, that was Saturday. Saturday we had the girls, and here we are with the boys, and we should have probably went live for that last one with Callaway and Edwards.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a weekend. We just watched an overtime thriller, Thomas Edwards defeating Callaway 73-68, back and forth at the end. So it's been a really good series of games all weekend. We had the girls, as you said, on Saturday, and then today on Martin Luther King Day, we've got the boys playing. We have Lanier and Zay Banks later on tonight. So really excited about this tournament, and it's really just a great tournament in Jackson every year.
Yeah, really excited about this tournament. Of course, basketball in Jackson is indeed back, if you want to say so.
Absolutely.
And we've seen some great games. I mean, as far as eStream Sports is concerned, look, we've been on the ball, man, when it comes down to picking these games. Shout out to our producer, Johnny Coleman, and picking the right games here. We've really been entertained by these young men and women.
Yeah, really great games, great caliber of athletes showing. Real quick run through the ladies' scores. German took down Forest Hill. Choctaw Central took down Harrison Central. Terry put it on Vicksburg. Morton took down Ridgeland. And Brookhaven took down Lanier. But today's game, the third game of today's slate, is going to be Forest Hill and Morton Panthers, and there on your screen is a look at the starting lineup for the Patriots. It's number 0, Trey Kiles. Number 1, Eli Banks. Number 3, Travis Brown. Number 4, Jaden Johnson. And number 23, Jeremiah Matlock. Of course, these starting lineups brought to you by We Play Sports. We appreciate We Play's continued sponsorship throughout our eStream broadcast. Now let's take a look at the Morton Panthers. They're led by senior number 2, Avante Reese. Number 3, Jalen Stowers. Number 4, Tristan Ely. Number 5, Dolph McDonald. Number 10, Tristan Hobson. So that's your starting lineup for Forest Hill and Patriots. We're moments away. Crowd starting to fill in here at the Lanier Gymnasium. I'm expecting a good game. And this game, Forest Hill Morton, is going to be followed by Terry Vicksburg, and then later tonight we're going to get Lanier Pelahatchie.
Yeah.
So really going to see a lot of the state of Mississippi all coming together for this day here today.
Yeah, that's good. It was a really good palette when we got the schedule, man. I was like, okay, this is something we need to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it's here right here in Jackson, and also in a place where that hosts us well every time we come.
Right. Big shout out to Lanier. Coach James doing such a great job here. Of course, the athletic director at Lanier, and doing such a great job hosting this tournament, treating everybody well. They got a good food situation back there in the back, which we media folks are always very appreciative of. But yeah, great time to be here at Lanier. It's really a great tournament, and this is game 3 today. Earlier today, 2 sensational games. Choctaw Central, buzzer beater to beat Brookhaven started today. And Thomas Edwards, as we just mentioned, came down from Sunflower County, snuck out with the win against Callaway in overtime, 73-68. So that's the lay of the land so far in the MLK Classic. Of course, honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we're going to continue that with some great basketball here later this afternoon. Now, Forest Hill Patriots, they're in 6A Region 3. Morton Panthers, 4A Region 6. Forest Hill is led by head coach Jerry Curry, and the Morton Panthers are led by head coach Maurice Bowie. Now, Fred, those 2 coaches have been around for a long time at both of these programs and are both very good coaches.
Yeah, both of them have been to championship games. Last year, we saw Morton in the big house, and they were very spectacular team. Looking to see much of that this year. I know they lost their star player last year, but here they are now with a different palette. And, hey, I'm just ready to see what Morton got to offer right now.
Morton, so far this year, 11-6. And 2-1 in the district, and they're in a really tough district. They moved from Region 5 to Region 6, and now they're in the same district as their longtime rival Raymond, who has put them out of that tournament year after year. So now they're going heads up with Raymond on their schedule. And as Fred, as you mentioned, they were in the championship last year, and they lost to Raymond, and 2 years ago they were in the state tourney. So they've been really good the past few years. So Forest Hill's got their work cut out for them as we watch the opening tip goes to the Panthers. Turnover on the first possession, and Forest Hill Patriots going to take possession. Forest Hill not after the greatest start this season. 3-20 is their record. As we watch a nice move, though, go in the basket. That's Trey Kiles. Watch out for senior Trey Kiles. We're going to try to get through some of the rest of this lineup as the game goes on. And that's Tristan Ely for Morton, trying to get it in down low. Number 10, Tristan Hobson, kicks it back out. Reese driving baseline, putting up the shot is Ely. But Forest Hill's going to come up with the rebound. So 2-0 is your score after 1 minute. Catch our breath here if the first whistle blows. So, yeah, Forest Hill, 3-20 this season. They had a really nice win over Bay Hill early in the season. Not a ton of success otherwise, but that's a really tough division. 6A Region 3, it's got Jim Hill, Fred, that we've seen here on East Stream Sports. They're just filthy nasty this year. Terry, really good this year. Hattiesburg, always good. So it's a really tough division for Forest Hill. I'm going to check in to see how they're able to stack up with Morton and their championship program. Inbound coming for the Patriots. Gets it under Travis Brown. Back to Trey Kiles, senior leader. Trey Kiles, 0, handling most of the point guard duties. He gives it up to Eli Burks, also a senior. Burks gets it into Jeremiah Matlock, who is able to score 4-0. Morton out to a 4-0 lead early. Excuse me, I misspoke. That was, of course, Forest Hill, who was out to a 4-0 lead early. Morton responding there, 4-2. We're getting it straight here, folks. A lot of basketball to play. Excited about all of these games. We appreciate you joining us on eStream Sports. Whatever your team is, stick with us all day because, man, these games today are going to be good. We watch Morton trying to tie it up, and they do. Dolph McDonald with the bucket ties it up 4-4. Dolph McDonald, only a junior, but among the scoring leaders for Morton.
Yeah, he's a big-time football player for them as well.
McDonald leading scorer in several of their games. He features to be a big part of their offense tonight. Forest Hill going to turn that ball over. Two teams feeling each other out. We've seen a little bit in these games. Fred, this game has a tournament atmosphere to it, and sometimes these first quarters have a real feeling out aspect to them.
Yeah, just a little bit. And we usually see some good scoring about the second half almost, pretty much.
Teams have to travel. Of course, these two teams, not the farthest traveling teams of the tournament, as we watch Morton take the lead. Dolph McDonald back at it again. That's back-to-back buckets for McDonald and gives Morton the lead 6-4. But yeah, Forest Hill, South Jackson, which is about a 15-minute drive from here. And the Panthers for Morton, only about 45 minutes east on I-20 in between Pelahatchie and Forest. So beautiful day here in Jackson. Oh wow. Now Dolph McDonald, that's 3 buckets in a row for McDonald. He scored 6 of the last 8 for the Panthers.
Yeah, they seem to see something down low that they can exploit, and they've been doing it the last few possessions.
McDonald on the D on this side. He's D'ing up Travis Brown. A reach-in foul called on the Panthers. See Jaden Johnson heading to the bench for Forest Hill.
Yeah, everybody for Morton. Subbing them in like that, keeping them fresh.
Wholesale changes for Morton. Travis Brown, Burke still on the court for Forest Hill. Shots up, no good. Here's a rebound by one of those new faces. That's Desmond Jenkins coming in at point guard. He's a sophomore. Getting D'd up by Kyles. Trying to get it back down low. That ball's out of bounds. Going to come back to the Patriots. So the Patriots, as I mentioned, don't have a great record so far, but historically this team has been strong. Championship appearance as recently as 2018 and went to the state tournament 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21. That's a 5-year run on making the state tournament. Now, that was 21, but it's out there for Forest Hill. That level of success, championship level, this program has been there before.
Yeah, they've had some great players to come through, and of course, good coaching and great players equal some championship destiny here.
But they've got their work cut out for them with the Panthers, who are up 4 after Forest Hill got out to an early lead. The Panthers throw it away. Good. Desmond Jenkins throws it into the stands.
Good catch by the fan.
Well, we say there's athletes everywhere.
I know.
And there's some of them in the stands, I'm sure. The alumni coming back on a fun weekend. Of course, Saturday was the parade. Had the Sonic Boom marching down MLK Drive. Good turnout here in front of the high school with the tournament also happening at the same time. It's a nice day. People enjoyed themselves, and if you got nothing else to do Monday night, stick around with us all day on eStream Sports because we got a doozy coming up. Zay Banks and the Bulldogs coming up later tonight. They are must-watch basketball. 8-4, still your score in the first quarter. Morton up early. Forest Hill got out to an early lead. Morton's relentless scoring here in the first quarter, though, taking over. Forest Hill called for another turnover. A little sloppy from the Patriots early. Here's Jenkins. Justice Anderson, number 22, with the ball in for the Panthers. Turnaround jumper, DeMarion Anderson. No good. Rebound, Forest Hill. And that's Caden Nelson in for the Patriots, handling the ball. Called for a push-off. Offensive foul.
Yeah, he gave him a little shove there. Referee was right there, and he said he had to call it.
I'm not sure he actually pushed him, and just the elbow was flung.
Well,
yeah, ref right in front of the ref, as you said, had to call it. Here's number 23, DeMarion Anderson, big fella. Gives it to an even bigger fella, Justice Anderson. So Morton's got some size on the squad. Seeing the Andersons, sophomore and senior. Now Morton in the tourney in 2023 and 2025. As I said, having to deal with Raymond in that tournament. Now they've got him in their district. Morton is currently second behind Raymond in the district. Steal from Forest Hill. Nice defense by Travis Brown. He gets it back. Yeah. Three goes, makes the defensive play and sinks the three on the other side.
Yeah, big time play right there in the corner right there for the three to get it to a 1-point deficit.
Morton's got 5 subs ready to come in. Shot up, three-pointer, smooth three-pointer made. That's Xavier McDonald on the three. Forest Hill, trap, throws it out of bounds.
I think that's the brother of Dolph McDonald. Another football player.
Dolph and Xavier. Xavier is the senior. And Dolph is a junior. Both big, strong athletes. This is Tristan Hobson with the ball for the Panthers. He gives it to Avante Reese, the senior, who started the game. Yeah, so while we were going over those brothers, Morton brings back their entire starting 5 back in the game. Avante Reese, Jalen Stowers, Tristan Ely, Dolph McDonald, and Tristan Hobson back in the game after getting a breather for the Panthers. Here's Stowers. Gives it up to Hobson. Good defense from Forest Hill. In the corner. Nice inlet pass, but got to get kicked out. Hobson thought about the three. He drives. What's the call there, Fred? Was that a travel?
Yeah, he could kind of walk before he decided to go.
Well, he almost shot the three. I don't think he made up his mind, and feet weren't moving as fast as the brain there. Turnover, and here comes Patriots. 11-7, so Patriots hanging around, down only 4. 50 seconds to go and counting in the first quarter here on Eastream Sports. MLK Classic live from Lanier. If you're watching, give us a like and a share. Those little buttons are right there. We need them. Ooh. Continue to bring you this great Metro athletes, these great Metro matchups. 11-7. Panthers going to inbound here. Defense pressure from the Patriots. Ely with the ball, driving, scoop. Nice take, good finish at the rim.
Wow, just getting to the rim and able, like I said, to exploit something down low.
Travis Brown with the ball for Forest Hill. Stolen. Nobody in front of him is Donald.
Oh!
Thought he might dunk it, and instead he goes for the layup and he misses. Come back.
He thought about both of them.
Patriots. Well, the buzzer ends the first quarter just when I thought like McDonald might throw it down.
Should I dunk? Should I lay it up? Should I dunk? Should I lay it up?
One of those wide open early. So there's your start of the day. We're excited here on Eastream Sports. It's going to be a good one. Coming up after this, we got Terry and Vicksburg, followed by Lanier and Pelahatchie. But we got the rest of this game, second quarter, coming up after this.
Raising Cane's. Chicken fingers, cane sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres, from hip-hop to old school R&B.
We're back for the second period here at Lanier High School, site of the MLK Classic Tournament, the annual tournament. It's been hosted here at Lanier now for quite a while, and really a great scene. Hospitable opportunity for some teams that necessarily don't get to play the Bulldogs, get to come and check out Lanier's gymnasium, see all those banners hanging. We're underway here in the second quarter. So Vontae Reese getting D'd up, throws it away. So despite maybe having the size advantage, Forest still doing a good job on defense.
Yeah, keeping the game ugly. It's a defensive kind of grounded out game right now. Points kind of hard to come by, which tells you that possession efforts and plays are going to be really big coming up here. Here we go.
Off to the races, one-on-one is Jalen Stowers. He's fouled nearly. Gets the and one. They're going to call that foul on Eli Burks, senior. There he is on your screen, number 1. Burks been a big part of this Forest Hill lineup all season long. Going to see Stowers going to the line. Misses the first. So a 6-point lead. There's Coach Bowie. Done a great job with these Panthers, particularly recently. Man, he's got them humming. Second free throw is made. Here comes Forest Hill, Travis Brown. Fred, you talked about this game being a little low scoring. You know, we're going to call it like it is here on Eastream Sports. You can count on that. Forest Hill has struggled to score some this season. In their losses, really some low scoring totals. See if they can find a way to get to the basket. Nice take there from Trey Kyles, but unable to finish. Here comes Morton. Already up 7, trying to go baseline. Thrown away. Good defense from the Patriots. One-on-one take, drawing the foul is Trey Kyles. Came down a little funny on his ankle. Slight grimace for the senior. Trey's been fighting so far. Can't knock the effort from Kyles so far through the first quarter and some change. They're going to say the foul was on the floor. I thought they could have easily given him the shot.
Yeah, he was going to the rack, man.
They're going to say it happened just before he started to gather himself. So Forest Hill's got the ball.
There goes open shot.
Yeah, there's a wide open 3. Need that to go. Rebound. Good putback by Burks.
Yeah.
So the senior Burks called for the foul on one end, but he gets those points back with a good putback rebound. 9-14, 6:20 to go. Settling in here into this game are the Panthers. Big, strong rebound. Bryson Bounds. So we haven't called Bryson's name, but Bryson Bounds only a freshman. He's got a lot of size for a freshman.
Yeah, for sure.
Patriots trying to find an answer. There it is. 3-ball Eli Burks.
Big time shot right there. Kind of needed that.
So 5 points in a row from Burks. Tighten the score up to 2, 14-12. Panthers lead by 2. There's Justice Anderson trying to post up. He's able to draw the foul. Not sure if that was called on Burks or Kyles. They're both shaking their head. 22, Justin Anderson, just a sophomore. So one thing I can say for sure about Morton is their program is in a place right now that you think that they're going to be competitive for the district and potentially for the championship every year.
Yeah, they got the right people in the building, have the right people coaching, and they have a way of getting the best out of those players. And I'm looking forward to seeing them the rest of the, not just this year, but years to come.
One of the free throws was made. 3-point game. Yeah, young size for the Panthers. That's Caden James with the ball. Gives it up to Eli Burks. Another 3 for Burks coming. Heat check. Didn't have his feet set. Morton able to get the ball across half court. Nope. Burks is causing him fits.
Yeah, he's trying to win this game. Oh.
A smooth jumper from Bryson Bounds. There he is, number 15, listed as a freshman. And he's big, and he's been impactful on the past few plays. 3 coming again. That one's short. Caden James with the 3 attempt for the Patriots. Desmond Jenkins gives it up to Bounds. Bounds tries to throw it in. Sorry, Bounds trying to get the ball from McDonald, thrown away. Here comes Forrest Hill. Cross-court pass, another 3 coming. So Burks had a nice putback and then a smooth 3. He's missed 2 threes now in a row. And look, here comes Morton. 4 athletes ready to check in as the basket is good.
You're keeping them fresh.
Yeah, number 22, Justice Anderson, another one of the young size guys for these Panthers. Stolen. Panthers have a chance to take a big lead now. It's already 7, 3:43 to go in the second quarter. Jenkins with the ball. Looking for space, taking their time. 3-ball coming, just short. McDonald fights for the rebound. It's going to be off McDonald, and it's going to come to the Patriots. Fred, I mean, you don't see this at every school, this 5-man in, 5-man out, 4-man in, 4-man out.
Yeah.
What does that do for your team?
I don't know. Keeps you winded. Keeps you on the go. And then when you applying defensive pressure, of course, look, teams get tired. But hey, when you got people coming in and out like this, hey, you can turn up the pressure a whole lot. And here we go. Forrest Hill hadn't had as many substitutions.
Forrest Hill does have some young faces. That's Ryan Dupree with the ball. They've checked in a few. Got to do something to counter all the fresh legs coming in for the Panthers. 3-pointer coming from, no, Kyles dumps it off, then thrown away. Trey Kyles, senior leader on this team. Like to see him get a little more of a rhythm. So he's holding an ankle. He's holding a groin muscle now. Kyle's fighting. Morton's being physical for sure. Jenkins, Tristan Hobson, your front court for in the backcourt for the Panthers. Forrest Hill continues to try to keep up the D. A lot of hands. Morton able to keep it and get a shot off. but it's going to go out on a Patriot. Yeah, that's going to be out on Jeremiah Matlock. So it stays with Morton. Inbounding. Tristan Hobson gets it to Stowers. Stowers is going to keep it, take it, and make. Stowers, nice finish. He's got some good size.
Yeah, what a play to make, taking that opportunity to drive the baseline and make that basket.
21-12, so now the lead is getting large. It's a 9-point lead. Another empty possession for Forest Hill. They've got to do a little bit better trying to find something. Wide open three-pointer. That's good. They're going to say that is a three-pointer. They're going to count it 3. That was Avante Reese.
Came back with it.
Oh, and they get a freebie under the basket. So Forest Hill having a little bit of a mental lapse here at the end of the second quarter.
See, this is what happens when you do bring those guys in and out.
Right.
You keep turning up that pressure.
Right. So we haven't seen Morton on Eastream Sports this year, if my memory serves. And my takeaway so far in the second half is young height.
There you go.
But there's a nice answer from the Patriots. 26-14, minute 14 to go on Eastream Sports. First game of the day for us on the broadcast. This is the third game of the day as the tournament. Patriots trying to hang tough. Three-pointer coming. They're hot right now. That one's short, though. Avante Reese, the senior, made one and missed one at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, so they hit the top of the basket right there. So going to be Patriots ball. But I'm impressed with the defensive pressure that Morton has been applying so far.
Forest Hill able to fight through it in the first quarter, but the second quarter has been stifling. Very few points afforded to the Patriots. There's Trey Kyles. He's trying to get to the rim. Ball's tipped, swung around. Ryan Dupree wants to keep it. No, nice dump off pass, but it's blocked out of bounds. Jeremiah Matlock goes up with it, but that ball is blocked.
Yeah, the rotations are kind of slow right there. They could have had a better shot.
Brown gives it up. Yeah, another steal there.
Got to get that across.
Yeah, a little lackadaisical pass. They're in a little bit of a funk right now, although that steal will help them. Outlet pass is good. Three-pointer wide open.
No.
So after getting it to go, Eli Burks drawing a blank. Long three. Nearly gets it to go as Reese. Patriots trying to get a bucket at the end of the second quarter. They're not able to get it. So that's the end of the first half. Forest Hill 14, Morton 26. Morton is going to take a 12-point lead into halftime. You're watching the MLK Classic on Eastream Sports. And so I'm Henry Weiner. I'm joined courtside by Frederick Stewart. And Fred, we've had a lot of good games, and maybe this is one of those feeling out games in the first half a little bit, but Morton really did sort of step on the neck at the end of the second quarter there.
Yeah, Morton took control second quarter in particular by dictating the pace of the game because it was just sped up. Of course, with the substitutions coming in and out.
Right.
You had to have seen that coming. The defensive pressure was up, and we saw a lot of turnovers, and Morton just hit shots, and so it just elongated that lead. So we're here with 26-14, and Forest Hill still has a shot. Sports can come out swinging.
Yeah.
Basketball, a game of runs.
Right.
So, hey, get you a few threes in. Hey, you back in the ball game.
Right. Eli Burks just needs a couple of those three to drop, and we're talking about a much closer ball game. So 26-14 is your score. We appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. We're going to take a break for a moment during halftime. We'll be back to get you reset for the second half. More coming your way on Eastream Sports after this.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres, from hip-hop to old-school R&B. eStream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. eStream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres, from hip-hop to old-school R&B. eStream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week.
back with the MLK Classic matchup. Forest Hill Patriots taking on the Morton Panthers. We're a few moments away from the beginning of the second half. Appreciate you joining us on this eStream Sports broadcast. I'm Henry Weiner. I'm joined by Frederick Stewart. Fred, Morton's got a lead, 26-14. Patriots doing a good job defensively, doing an okay job offensively, and then the second half it started to fall apart a little bit for him. We were talking at halftime that there's some adjustments maybe that Forest Hill needs to make.
Now, just a couple of things. First and foremost, got to protect the basketball because they're coming at you like they're gonna be fresh. So limit these turnovers because these turnovers are killing momentum. And you got to value every possession. And the win just a 4-minute stretch.
Yeah.
Because it's 8 minutes, but they don't need to come back all at once. It's a 12-point game right now. So just cut the lead to single digits by under 4 minutes before the third quarter is out. And I believe that they can be all right.
Well, they were close to it. Eli Burks got hot momentarily, and then three balls started to not fall for the Patriots, and that led to a deficit as Morton was able to continue to score, while Forest Hill, as you mentioned, turnovers, not able to inbound into some tough defense by the Panthers, but we'll see what the second half has in store. We're underway here on eStream Sports. Morton gets a steal early, 2-on-3, but a great pass gets the score. That's McDonald with a nice vision pass to Reese. So Morton picks up right where they left off here in the third quarter with a fast break bucket. Forest Hill, nice movement under the rim, really one of their best possessions since the first quarter, unable to get it to go. But some nice passing. Burks swings it around to Kyles. Kyles tries to go into all sorts of traffic, loses it. Here's Burks. Burks trying to get it down low. He does.
Oh, travel there.
Yeah, they're going to call Jeremiah Matlock for a travel.
But those passes are getting a little faster. I believe Coach Curry might have told them about that. That was one of those obvious things that we saw in the first half that had to change.
28-14. And here comes the Panthers trying to extend their 14-point lead. Tristan Hobson scored early in the game. He gives it up to Stowers, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, it's going to be on Morton.
So that's going to be an offensive turnover. Give it back to Forest Hill. So opportunity door remains open for Forest Hill Patriots. Start chipping away at that lead. Number 5 with a great drive. Here's a kick to Burks. There you go. That's the one they need. The wide open corner 3. If that ball falls, it's a different story on the scoreboard. No dice. Here comes Hobson and the Panthers. Hobson doing all sorts of work. But he's called for another offensive foul. That's back-to-back offensive fouls on trips down the court for the Panthers.
Yeah, he lost control there and just kind of went forward into the defender. And they called it on him.
Continuing to hanging around are Forest Hill. Kyles gives it to Caden Nelson, but it's going to be Kyles who shoots the 3, and he's able to get it.
Yeah.
Much needed 3, 17-28. Senior leader Trey Kyles coming through with a bucket at a crucial moment. 28-17 now, 11-point lead. Morton's inbounding. Increased pressure from from Forest Hill on the Panthers. Get the ball down low to McDonald, but a 3 coming. Reese shot that a couple of times. Forest Hill trying to sneak out ahead. Trying to get a sneak away. Fast break basket, but they're unable to get there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to come back to Morton. Tristan Ely. Inbounds to Stowers. Jalen Stowers, sophomore.
Oh, what a steal.
Whoa.
Well, let's see what happens.
Whistle on the floor. Dead ball. Going to see who the refs give it to.
They're going to give it to Morton, look like.
Yeah, they're going to say the steal was not successful. Burks trying to reach in there. They're getting some stops, Fred. They're just struggling to get the ball in the hoop right now. Trey Kyles made a three a few possessions ago. They need some more of that in the worst way. Here's Jenkins trying to get it to Bryson Bounds. Hey, and it goes off Bounds' leg. Good defense there from Travis Brown. D'ing up a much taller player, able to get the turnover. Forest Hill trying to move it a little bit. Here's Kyles.
That was a good play.
Dump off to Matlock. Unable to go.
Gotta finish that.
(28-17). Still 11 points. We're under the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Morton's happy to trade baskets at this point, but they're going to increase their lead there. 30-17 now is the lead. Morton with another steal, so Panthers trying to get a fast break there. Panthers continuing to cause havoc on Forest Hill's passing lanes. Timeout. Not sure who called the timeout.
Got a whole substitution.
Oh, no, it's not a timeout. There's just so many guys substituting. Yeah, there's another 5-man swap, so hockey lineup change for the Panthers.
They got to keep doing that. They're getting constant pressure on the ball. Fresh defenders mean the hands in the passing lane. And that's how they be getting the offense going. See, look at those hands. Just blocking.
Jeremiah Matlock has been denied at the rim back-to-back possessions. Either one of those, if he could get to go. Pressure from Forest Hill, nearly got a trap. 3-ball coming, wide open, too strong, trying to leak ahead. And that's, Fred, that we've seen that a couple times now in this third period where trying to get anything going offensively. Forest Hill trying to fast break with a long football-style outlet pass, and they're not able to corral that. That hasn't worked for them. And those have ended up in turnovers several plays now. So Morton is making it tough on them with their length and athleticism for sure. 30-17, 4:02 to go. Forest Hill backs off. Stowers, kick out. Ely, no good. Rebound Panthers.
Yeah, their height advantage is serious in this.
Yeah, I'm impressed with some of the height. Oh, trying to do a lot is Jalen Stowers. He's going to draw the foul on the floor before the jam attempt. Yeah, when I look at this squad, I see Reese. Stowers is huge. Bryson Bounds, also a really big guy. Justice Anderson. So several height advantages, mismatches happening on the court at any time for the Panthers.
And with both units as well.
Ely gets it to Reese. To Hobson. Back to Ely. Ely getting D'd up. Poked away. Shamar Amos.
Oh, and the block.
Is that a clean block? Did they call a foul?
I believe it was chase down. We'll call it.
No foul. A great chase down block. Stays with Forest Hill. Burks. I know he wants another open three. It's coming this time from Nelson. No good. So at this point, the Patriots stacking up missed threes. Tough to stay with a consistent team like Morton
Yeah.
They're getting another steal, another opportunity here. They give it up now. Another turnover. Being very aggressive is Dolph McDonald.
He said weight room. No, he said.
He's going to get the basket to go and the foul. So great finish by Dolph McDonald, only a junior. So while some of the paper attention might go to Reese, Dolph McDonald been really good. He's going to make the free throw, complete the three-point play. McDonald's been great all season for the Panthers, and he's showing some of that tonight here in the third quarter. Yeah, there's a three-pointer, no good, so more threes not going for the Patriots.
They're just not falling today.
It happens. You know, part of it certainly is Morton's defense, but there's been some wide open threes. Here's an opportunity. Fast break.
Okay.
Yeah, Travis Brown able to complete the breakaway. Reach-in foul called on Caden James.
Yeah, they're trying to apply the pressure and get the ball back here.
Full court pressure. James D'ing up Hobson. Gives it up to Ely. Ely's going to drive. Tries to kick it out, but he draws the foul beforehand. That foul's going to be called on, Travis Brown. It's a hard-fought game out there. You got to work on both sides of the court in a game like this. A little physical, a little sloppy.
Oh.
Step back three.
I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, he cleared the defender off with a nice move with Reese. So open. Forest Hill trying to find some open space.
We got a kick out right there.
Yeah, here's a three. Defender closed. But Caden James able to sink the three. So 22-33, 11-point game.
Oh, and they're going to call the jump ball?
Yeah, jump ball.
Possession Forest Hill.
That's Travis Brown fighting for it.
I'll bring in that other four.
Yeah, no, that's five.
Sorry,
All
my bad.
five. All five out, all five in. It's got to be really tough to handle. And Fred, Morton's only a 4A squad compared to Forest Hill's 6A squad. So Morton's showing a lot of program depth for a 4A team and able to have that much confidence in 10 guys. We got five new guys in now. I guess it's what happens with a championship level program. You got everybody wants to be a part of it when you're getting to the big house with regularity.
Yeah, everybody want to be a part of a winning team. But not that many want to go help build one.
Now, Morton's got their work cut out for them this year. We see them get a rebound. Another, Burks can't believe it. Yeah. Eli Burks he's 0 for 4.
They're in the bonus now.
And the foul, yeah, Burks beside himself. You see him in the circle there, number 1 in the bottom right of your screen. He can't get anything to go. He's had some wide open threes. And a player of his caliber wants to make those rhythm threes. Instead, it's another brick. And another trip to the line for Morton. Justice Anderson, sophomore. Another one of those size sophomores for the Panthers. Too strong on the first free throw. Second one is good. 34-22, a minute left to go in the third quarter. You're watching the MLK Classic on eStream Sports. Was that another turnover? No, they're going to say nearly. The ball was tipped by the Panthers. It's going to stay with Forest Hill. So we talked about this at halftime, Fred. It was a turnover. Oh. And then just an eking out sideline play for Xavier McDonald. 2 points.
Oh.
Knocked away again. Forest Hill having real trouble now. Just when it looked like they were going to find their balance a little bit. Morton's really making it tough for him.
Yeah, McDonald, another fresh set of legs and hands here. There he goes again, interception.
Another interception. So there's a dozen or so of those already in the second half. Strong take by Demarion Anderson. He's a senior.
Oh, some good movement.
Yeah, good move once again. Gets it to the rim, unable to get it through the net. That was Caden James who hit a three a few possessions ago. Now Kyle's thinking about a three. They're not having a lot of luck getting it inside. This big, athletic Panther defense. Fast pass ahead to Anderson, but it's taken away. Caden James giving some life, and then another steal, just a takeaway. Third quarter is going to end 38-22, so the Panthers able to extend their lead there in the third quarter. They're going to make that a 16-point game now. Seeing a little bit of head hanging over there on the Patriots side, but they're only down 16. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more on eStream Sports just after this.
eStream Sports would like to thank all of our proud sponsors for their continued support of the We Play Basketball Series Game of the Week. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Cane Sauce. Visit one of our multiple locations in the metro area. Concrete Sneaker Boutique, 2943 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. If your sneaker game is weak, go check out Concrete Sneaker Boutique. Liberty Bank, 2325 Livingston Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. The Offbeat Jackson, 109 North State Street, Jackson's premier store for vinyl records and comics. Offbeat carries new and pre-loved records of all genres, from hip-hop to old-school R&B.
We welcome you back to the 2026 MLK Classic. Fourth quarter, Morton Panthers, big lead on Forest Hill Patriots. Forest Hill needs some stops and some scores. Here's a three. Can't get it to go as Kyle's able to get the steal, but not the bucket. Been a little bit of the theme of the night for the Patriots. Ooh, a real strong move to the basket by Jalen Stowers. Are they going to wave it off? They are. They're going to say he charged. So the sophomore, too strong to the rack. Couldn't see who drew the charge. A lot of bodies in the way. Forest Hill continuing to fight. Ryan Dupree inbounding for Forest Hill. And Travis Brown, he's been working hard this third quarter. Done a little bit of everything, offensive, defense. Another turnover. Caden James throws it away. Goes for the jam as Stowers rejected by the rim. So now the other way, the layup short by Travis Brown. So
all right, let's try it again.
Yeah, there you go. Stowers committed to the leak out slam. He's fouled, though. We'll go to the line.
Yeah, he had two opportunities for Showtime and 0 for 2 on those opportunities.
Yeah, the first one was the real opportunity. He had nobody in front of him.
Oh, they got to hit the free throws.
Yeah, Morton, like we said, they've looking at what they've got to do the rest of the season. Morton has 2 championships in their program, 1978 and 98. So it's been a long time since they've actually gotten a gold ball. But they're going in the right direction. This program recently gets a rebound off of 2 missed free throws.
Okay.
trying to get the steal is Dupree. Instead, it's going to go for an easy bucket for Avante Reese. Need to be careful with those passes. Burks gives it up to Woodall.
Oh, it was some sloppy passing on that.
Yeah.
You could almost see eventually there was going to be a turnover.
Aiden Woodall getting some run for the Patriots. So now this lead is large. 18 points is the deficit. And Morton's looking for more. Putback, 2 putbacks. Finally able to get it to go is Tristan Hobson. 42-22, the lead is 20. We've had some really good games on East Stream Sports as part of this tournament, and in past few weeks and past few streams. This one's getting a little bit away from the Patriots at this point with still 6 minutes to play. So we're happy to be here at Lanier High School. Great tournament on a beautiful day on Monday. MLK Day, celebrated the 3rd Monday of every January. Great way to honor the life and legacy of one of the greatest Americans. And it's a great vibe. Glad everyone's able to come here and, you know, play basketball on a day like today. I think, Fred, is a great gesture.
Yeah, it's really calm day, really peaceful day. And of course, Dr. King walked and lived a life of peace, even though a lot of things were going on at the time. But his leadership, his love, it reigns true today. And we have opportunities, such as the opportunity of me and you broadcasting the game right now together today.
Absolutely. We're, of course, thinking of all of our civil rights leaders, and especially Dr. Martin Luther King today. Makes a wonderful tournament like this in Jackson, Mississippi possible. 44-24 as we turn back to this game.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
okay.
another showtime. That's
showtime.
pretty much what we got left. Stowers able to throw it down that time.
Yeah, that time. 1 for 3.
Yeah, 1 for 3. That's all right. We'll edit the highlight reel. Looks like he does it every time.
Okay. Here we go again.
Here we go. Another
no.
opportunity. Here's Reese. Nobody in front of him.
Oh, he got rejected.
No, he's rejected.
By the rim.
This gym and the rim may be an inch higher here at Maple Street than it is on 4th Avenue in Morton. Of course, I'm just joking. Those was a great attempts by Reese. A little tough at a game like this, Fred. You know, we've seen games like this. This game is now all but out of hand. Of course, stick with us because we've got great matchup coming up next. Terry Vicksburg, really excited to see the Bulldogs of Terry.
Oh.
And then Lanier and Pelahatchie ought to be a doozy later on. But where's your mentality as a coach and as a player in a game at this point, 4 minutes to go?
At this point, we're trying to get something going here.
Still fighting, still looking for a run. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, just looking for something to go forward into the next game. Just a spark or some type of consistency that you could just hang your hat on for the next game.
5 more in for Morton. They're continuing that theme. In now for Morton is Xavier McDonald, Desmond Jenkins, Demarion Anderson, Justice Anderson, and Bryson Bounds. That's Ryan Dupree.
Oh,
yeah,
showtime.
More showtime opportunity.
Oh, no.
Unable to throw it down. Xavier McDonald. Morton still has the ball, though. And here's Jenkins. He gets it to Bounds. Bounds turnaround jumper. if he can develop that into a makeable bucket, better write Bryson Bound's name down.
Yeah, good-looking player.
Yeah, good-looking, smooth. I like that turnaround. Don't see a lot of post play in high school like you used to. You don't see it anywhere like you used to post play. Smooth turnaround jumper from the wing. And there you go. An answer from Forest Hill. Ryan Dupree. Getting some spark off the bench for the Patriots.
Needed basket. Got it to 20.
46-26 is the score. 2:59 to play in the first game.
I don't think either of these teams have called a timeout this whole game. I don't think they have.
I think you're right, because we'd like to thank Stringer Furniture, one of our sponsors, one of our great sponsors, 3105 Lynch Street in Jackson. Stringer Furniture, improving lifestyles. They're our timeout sponsor. And these two coaches, they're being stingy. We got to give Stringer Furniture some love. There they are.
Yeah.
Stringer Furniture, improving lifestyles. If these teams won't call a timeout, Stringer, we're going to get you in there. And we appreciate Stringer and all of our Stringer Furniture and all of our sponsors' support. Hey, we're just trying to bring you the best of the Metro basketball, Metro sports here on East Stream. We need you as viewers, so let everybody know that you're watching. Give us a like and a share. I'm telling you now, this Lanier-Pelahatchie game, I think it's going to be a good one. I mean, it's always worth seeing Zay Banks and the Lanier Bulldogs, but as good as Pelahatchie has been recently, that could be a doozy. So stick with East Stream Sports for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing some championship-style basketball the next few.
Morton's got a chance to get there this year for sure. There's a look at some fans that have made their way here to Lanier High School. Early game, a little bit of these early afternoon games. Everybody's getting ready for bigger crowds as these games continue throughout the day. Have a nice crowd all weekend. Really enjoyed the Ladies Hoops Fest on Saturday. Of course, you saw Germantown overtime thriller against Forest Hill. Choctaw Central went down to the wire against Harrison Central. Terry beat Vicksburg. Morton Lady Panthers took care of business on Saturday, taking down Ridgeland 47-43. And Brookhaven came in, surprise victories, was able to sneak out with one from Lanier. So there you go. Ask and you shall receive.
Here we go.
Our first time out of the game. Let's just thank Stringer Furniture, 3105 Lynch Street in Jackson. Stringer Furniture, improving lifestyles. So, shout out to the Forest Hill Patriots. Effort's been strong today. But right now, it's the Panthers running away with it. Comfortable 20-point lead. Is that a blowout, Fred? And you're not really supposed to say that on the broadcast, but just as a basketball head, would you consider that as 20 a blowout?
Yeah. Yeah. Football would be a little interesting. Yeah, I mean, right on the borderline. In basketball, yeah. Yeah, 20-point lead, you get a few more players in the game, such as we have today. But Morton has been substituting the whole game, and so we've seen 10 players or maybe more, but we know we've seen 10. So good thing has happened, even in blowouts.
Yeah, great opportunity to see Morton and some of Forest Hill's players. Getting to see some nice, talented athletes for Forest Hill as well. The result isn't what they wanted. 48-30 is your score with 2 minutes to go. And I'll tell you what, this game could have gone differently. Eli Burks three-pointer went cold in the third quarter. He missed 4 in a row. You put those 12 points on the board, Fred. Quick math says that's 46-48. So just wasn't Forest Hill's day shooting. They struggled to get it in the basket all night long.
This unit making it a little closer now.
Yeah, let's give some love to the new players on the court for Forest Hill. That's Dupree and Kalen Johnson in, number 22. That's Dupree with the drive and the put up. That's out to Kalen Johnson. Kalen Johnson puts it up. Rebound Morton. Shamar Amos also in the game for the Patriots. And Justice Lee in for the Patriots. So a few new faces at the end of the game. They may have been in before, but they're getting extended run now. We're approaching the minute mark left in our first stream of the day here on eStream Sports. Desmond Jenkins shoots a 3, no good. Great opportunity here. We're sort of in the middle of district play. These teams have all played 4 or 5 district games and all have several district games left. Good opportunity to check in with these teams. 51 seconds to go in game 1 of the MLK Classic eStream Sports broadcast. Trying to fight to the last second are the Patriots. They'll want some more buckets.
Oh.
Yeah. Or is Morton.
Yeah, good. Good drive.
Yeah, was that I didn't see if that was Bounds or Anderson.
I couldn't tell who it was.
There was a lot of traffic in the lane. But yeah, things look pretty bright for Morton, I have to say. Of course, Avante Reese is a senior, as is Xavier McDonald. So they're going to lose Avante Reese this year for sure. This is Reese's last season as a sophomore, but beyond that, looks like a pretty young team. So watch out for Morton Panthers in 4A this year and beyond.
Yeah, anything can happen. When we get to a tournament, when we get to the tournament, things start to kind of shake itself out, and you'll see some teams go on a run.
It's so helpful that they were there last year and 2 years ago. So, yeah, you don't necessarily have to win the district. Right now they're in second place behind Raymond. You really pretty much just got to beat Raymond on the way.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and hold this out.
Yeah, they're going to hold it out. That's going to end it out for us here in game 1 of the eStream Sports broadcast. Panthers going to get the win. 51-32 is your final score. So Morton drives in on I-20, and they're heading back victors. Strong play from the Panthers.
Yeah, good play but for the Panthers. I'm excited about the depth that they have, just bringing in. Of course, that's the story of the game. The depth that they have,
Right.
It caused them to be menaces on defensively.
Yeah, seeing that hockey line style change, 5 in, 5 out. You don't see that often in high school sports because I don't think teams are that deep. So what a luxury for Morton to be able to go 10 deep.
Yeah, it is a luxury to have 10 that can actually play. And so,
yeah.
Look, we're excited about seeing hearing about what they're going to do. And of course, we're going to be covering again the big house. So I'll be there, and hopefully I'll see them there.
Well, they've just given Dolph McDonald the MVP of that game right in front of us. Well-deserved. So we're going to get to our next game because it's coming up soon. Dolph McDonald and the Morton Panthers come in, get the job done. They're going to take the victory here on eStream Sports. But when we come back in a moment, we're going to get Terry Vicksburg, and that is going to be a good one. Terry Bulldogs, Vicksburg Gators coming up on eStream Sports after this.